Hello, Assalamu alaikum, adab, and good evening. Welcome to Goff Shoff with EjaySam. আমি EjaySam আপনার মতো রেগুলার আপনার সাথে জয়েন হলাম আজ গফ শপ অনুষ্ঠান দিয়ে। তো আজকের অনুষ্ঠানটা শুরু করতাম একটা দুঃখের সংবাদ। আমরা আইএলবির প্রতিষ্ঠিতা ফাউন্ডার মেম্বার জনাব ইদ্রিস আলী থানার আব্বা আইজ মারা গেছেন। তো আপনারা সকলে দোয়া করবা থানার আত্মার মাগফিরাতের লাগি। তো আজকে আমরা অনুষ্ঠানটা এই আমরা গত সোমবারের অনুষ্ঠান থেকে আমরা কন্টিনিউ করবো আমরা রেস্টুরেন্ট ব্যবসা সম্বন্ধে। সো অনুষ্ঠানটা মতো শুরু করার আগে আমি শেয়ারগুলা করিলেই নাইলে অন্যান্য দর্শকরা তারা ঠকা যাইবা। সো একটা সেকেন্ড আপনারা থাকুক আমার সাথে while I get this done. Right, okay. So that's one. Right, okay. So hopefully আমার শেয়ারগুলা করে লিছি আমার টাইম লাইনও আমরা গ্রুপের টাইম লাইনও প্লাস আমরা MBS গ্রুপের টাইম লাইনও। সো হোপফুলি আমরা সাথে সকলে যোগদান দিতে পারবা। অবভিয়াসলি আমরা কিছু ব্রেক থাকার কারণে শেয়ার করা খালিনে কিছু ব্রেক হয়ে গেছে। সো আমি ফলে থেকে শুরু করি। আসসালামু আলাইকুম, আদাব অ্যান্ড গুড ইভিনিং। আপনারা দেখরা রীতিমতো আজ রেগুলার গফ শপ হতে EjaySam। আমি EjaySam আজ আপনার সাথে আছি। অনন্য নিচে আপনার টেলিফোন নাম্বার আছে, আপনারা যদি শোর মাঝে যোগদান দিতে চান ইউকের মাঝে আপনারা ইনক্লুসিভ মিনিটের মাঝে আছে, বাট বিদেশ থেকে যদি করুন প্লিজ রিমেম্বার আপনার চার্জ ডেফিনেটলি আপনারা ক্যারিয়ারে চার্জ করবো। সো আপনারা কমেন্ট দিয়া ইন্টারাকশন করবা। সো জাস্ট কুইকলি আজকের অনুষ্ঠানের শুরুতে আপনারা আমি জানাইতাম যে একটা দুঃখের সংবাদ। আমরা আই লাভ বাংলাদেশ গ্রুপের পেজের ফাউন্ডার মেম্বার ইদ্রিস আলী থানার আব্বা আইজ মারা গেছেন। আপনারা দোয়া করবা থানার আত্মার মাগফিরাতের লাগি। তো ওটা আপনারা স্মরণ রাখবা একটু। আর বিচারা আসলে খুব অমায়িক মানুষ আসলা, বিচারারা অতটা চিন্তাম না, বাট যারা অলটাম আসলা সময় মানে যাওই দেখছি আমার শ্বশুরের লগে পরিচয় আছিল বা দেখছি খুব খুব ফাইন মানুষ আসলা। আল্লাহ তাদের বেশ নাসিল করুক। আমিন। সো আজকের অনুষ্ঠানের মেইন সাবজেক্ট হয়েছে কি আমরা গত সোমবারে আমরা রেস্টুরেন্ট ব্যবসার সম্বন্ধে আলাপ আলোচনা করছিলাম। যেমন রেস্টুরেন্ট ব্যবসাটা কোন জায়গা থেকে আইছে, কোন থেকে স্টার্ট হয়েছে, কীভাবে ইভলভ হয়েছে, কেমন আছে বর্তমানে, কেমন আছে আর ভবিষ্যতে কোন রাস্তায় যাইতে পারে। প্লাস আমরা এটাও আলাপ করছি যে আমরা রেস্টুরেন্টের প্রাইসিং সম্বন্ধে, মেনু প্রাইসিং বা ওয়েজেস সম্বন্ধে আলাপ করছি। প্লাস আরও বিভিন্ন মানে ছোটো ছোটো এরিয়া আমরা টাচ করছি। বাট যেহেতু এটা মানে অনেক বড় একটা সাবজেক্ট, আমরা ফুরা মতে আমরা এটারে কমপ্লিট করতাম পারছি না, যার কারণে আজকে মনে করলাম যে আজকে কিছু অবসর সময় পাইছি, আজকে আপনার সাথে আমি কিছু গল্প করবো আর এই সম্বন্ধে আর একটু মানে বর্ধিতভাবে গফটা করলাম। তো আজকের মেইন টপিক হয়েছে গিয়া আজকের মেইন টপিক হয়েছে কি আমরার এক্সপিরিয়েন্স আমরা যারা খামলা হিসাবে আমরা খাম করছি এই ট্রেডের মাঝে, তো আমরার এক্সপিরিয়েন্স সম্বন্ধে মানে কিছু আলাপ করতাম। যেমন আমরা ভালো এক্সপিরিয়েন্স, বুড়া এক্সপিরিয়েন্স, ইত্যাদি ইত্যাদি। তবে আমরা ফুরাদমে এটা এই ফিল্ডল আমার আগে ফুরাদমে আমি অতটুকু আমি আপনারা কাছে অনুরোধ করতাম চাই যে আপনারা প্লিজ কোনো ব্যক্তির নাম হইবা না, কোনো বসর নাম লইবা না, কোনো ব্যবসার নাম লইবা না। কারণ এটা আপনারা নিজের উপরে নিয়ে দেখোকা যে আপনার সম্বন্ধে যদি কেউ একটা বালা জিনিস বা বালা জিনিস, ওকে ফাইন, বালা জিনিস সবাই মানে চায় প্রমোটিং করতে, বা বাদ জিনিস যদি একটা জিনিস হয় বা আপনার একটা বদ অভ্যাস সম্বন্ধে যদি একজনে আলাপ আলোচনা করে, এটা আপনার নিজের কাছেও খারাপ লাগবে। তো নিজের কাছে যদি খারাপ লাগে তদ্রুপি অন্যজনের সম্বন্ধে আলাপ করুন যদি নাম দই দিয়া, অবশ্যই তারও খারাপ লাগবো। আর এই অনুষ্ঠানে যারা যারা আমরা যোগদান দিই, আমরা হলোই ভাই বন্ধু, আমরা এখানে দুশ্মন বানাই ফেলাই আইছি না। তো আচ্ছা, দেখা যাক আইজ খেয়ে আসুন আমাদের সাথে। মাশাল্লাহ, আমরা তো আসুন বা 2,000 ভিউয়ার আসুন, so not bad. It's not a total waste. Mashallah, so far আসুন 8 জন, that's very good, very encouraging. Assalamu alaikum everyone, adab everyone okay? Right, আমরা টপিকও যখন আমরা মানে ফুল স্পিডে হেড যাইমু, নিশ্চিত নাম্বার আছে আপনার দেখরানি, ও নাম্বারেও আপনারা কিতা করবা, কল করবা যদি লাইভ শো আপনারা কিতা করতে চান। জাস্ট কুইকলি আমি একটা কমেন্ট করিলাই, কমেন্ট হল আবার শুরু হয়েছে। আমরা ইয়ং ভাই একজন জ্যাকসন মিয়া, সালাম ইজে ভাই, ওয়ালাইকুম সালাম, হাউ আর ইউ জ্যাকসন? ইয়েস, জ্যাকসন মিয়া আমরা সাজেশন দিছিল যে একটা কনফারেন্স কলিং এর ফেসিলিটি আছে ফেসবুকের মাঝে, যেরকম মানে মনে করো আমরা রেডিও শোর মাঝে মানুষ ফোন ইন করে, আর এটারে আমরা অন লাইভ আমরা প্লাগ ইন হয়ে দিয়া আলাপ আলোচনা করি, সবাই শুনতে পারে। তো যদি লাইভ ওরকমভাবে মানে ছোটো একটা উইন্ডো থাকবো, ও উইন্ডোর মাঝে যে কল করন থানের ছবি উঠবো বা থানের ভিডিও উঠবো। বাট আনফর্চুনেটলি আমার যে সেট আপ আছে, এই সেট আপের মাঝে এটা করতাম না, বা এটা আমি ভবিষ্যতে আমি এটা I'll find a way of doing it. Maybe আমি হয়তো ল্যাপটপ দিয়ে আমি করতে হয়, আর বর্তমানে তো আমি মানে ট্যাবলেট ক্যামেরা ফোন ওগুলা দিয়ে মানে কিতা করতাম, ব্রডকাস্টিং করতাম। So এই সেট আপের মাঝে I just can't find a way of doing it. No way, I just can't find a way of getting around it. So a second, there's a couple of messages that's popped up on my screen. I'm just trying to get rid of them. Oh dear, how do I do that now? Let's see. Right, okay, yep, got rid of them. Okay, so going back to comments, Rashale Sulim Ahmed, thank you for tagging. Yes, আপনারা tagging করুকা আপনারা friend বন্ধু হলে যত tagging করবা, the more viewers we'll get, which is brilliant because numbers count, and obviously, the more people that join us, the more people get to have a bit of entertainment. So again, আপনারা like koruka, comments koruka, and please share. It doesn't take much. You just press a button and it's done. If you invite one friend, there's currently 7 people watching, so if 7 people invite one friend each, that will take the numbers up to 14, which is, pretty respectable considering the time of the evening. Right, let's see. I'm the Chinese Bhai over here. How are you? Mashallah, looking younger. Thank you very much, Chinese Bhai. And by the way, viewers, yes, I managed to, scrunch and put all my pennies together, and eventually I managed to afford a haircut and a trim. Yes, what can you do? These things happen. It's work, no time, and eventually I did manage it. And but thank you, Chinese guy. You know, flattery will get you nowhere. Jackson Miyahuira, I'm good, brother. Well said. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, let's see now. Aske অনুষ্ঠানটা, like I said, you know, Nisha, I said number, you know, where is it? Oh, there you are. There's the number. There's the number. You can see it. Can you? Yeah, I can see it. I wonder if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. Very good. Okay. So, the idea is, ring in and, you know, talk about your experiences. For example, I'll open up the discussion. I'm sure you know, I'm just on Foila Khamog Islam, Indian restaurant. আমার expectation আছিল open expectation আছিল কারণ আমার কোনো experience আছিল না বা কোনো সময় আমি এই ফিল্ডের মাঝে আমি কোনো সময় আমি I never even looked into it. So as a young lad, what I did is you know, obviously if I'm from London, so London under Whitechapel area, you know, they were like leather factories. You get a leather jacket bananito. So what আমি part time কাম করতাম, you know, went to school, you know, used to work part time there, and you know, like কিছু forget খরচ করতাম, and that was the only experience I had of work. Now restaurant, you know, when I moved over to the northwest, you know, it was something different. You can have a lifestyle or different of the London lifestyle here, and I found it a bit laid back. So anyway, you know, going into the restaurant thing, the first job that I had, it was a bit you know, a bit different. So I mean, open-mindedly, I mean, for a job, obviously part-time as well. At the time, I was in university, and this was back in 1987. Long time. Restaurant Gislam, I mean, my expectation is, you know, pretty much at a simple outview. যেমন আমি যদি শপও যাই, shopkeeper আমার, you know, either hi hello হইব আর নাইলে ওরকম হইব যে কোনো কিছু দিয়ে সাহায্য করতে পারিনি, কোনো কিছু খুচরা নি, etc. etc. So I thought that the same would apply in the catering industry. So আমি যদি সামনে কাম করি, customer আইলে obviously greeting করলাম, you know, everyone likes to be greeted, you know. I know it might sound a bit strange, you know, from a southerner, born and raised in the south. Usually, you know, we like to keep ourselves to ourselves, not say too much to people, and just be on our way. But you know, some of us were pretty alright, you know, in terms of pleasantries. So we used to, you know, like that's my perception. You know, customer welcome holai. The next logical step would be either, you know, grab a menu, take them to a table, or lounge you did at the lounge away. So in this case, you know, obviously, tara ekta assumption asil je, oh, igu noya, igu kichu jane na, okay, he shadowing korokto. To tara hoyche, acha tumi dekho kemne gita kori. To amar boss je asla, bosse তাই গীতা করছো, আচ্ছা তুমি অন্য উবাও 12 ঘন্টা তো উবাও, তুমি দেখো আমি সামনে কাস্টমারদের নিয়া ওয়েলকামিং করে বই নিয়া। তো বিচারা গুড ইভিনিং, হাউ আর ইউ, টেবল ফর টু, লিমিটেড খালি এই সময় তো ডোন্ট ফরগেট আমরা বড় বাইন যারা আসলা তারা ইংলিশ একটু লিমিটেড আসছিল। তো নিয়া বইছে বনের পরে উড ইউ লাইক এনি ড্রিঙ্ক এটসেট্রা এটসেট্রা। So I just thought, আমার কাছে লাগছে, oh, straightforward, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah, I could do that, no worries. Oh, they're willing to pay money for that. Very good, I'll take advantage of it. You know, as you can probably tell, you know, I like to chat anyway, so it's not a problem. And generally I'm quite good with people. So I thought, yeah, why not? It's easy money. Until I move on further. তখন দেখলাম বেচারা অর্ডার লইয়া কিচেনে গিয়া শেফের দিলা নিয়া অর্ডার স্লিপ। তো ইউজুয়ালি হৌ সময় থেকে আমি দেখছি যে সাধারণত আমরা শেফ হলদের মানে কিছুটা মুড বাড়ি থাকতো। They always used to wear their smiles upside down. That's the one, upside down. It's like, I don't know, it gives you a sort of vibe that it gives you a vibe that they'd rather be anywhere else than to be at work. And that negativity tends to sort of radiate outwards. So anyway, I just watched that and I thought, okay, বসে হইলে আইও হাগিদে মানে যদি কিছু চাই না নি তারা যদি আট তোলা দেয় বা ডাকে তুমি গিয়া বুঝিও কিতা okay. Again, up till now, I thought, yeah, easy peasy, no problems. So I carried on. So দেখা যায় যে obviously এই সময় তো quiet night আছিল at the time like আগের ব্যবসা হতো early আছিল মানে পালা কাস্টমার হলাইতা early between 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock পালা মানুষ আইতা 6টা থেকে 8টার মধ্যে ভদ্র কাস্টমার আইতা আর roughly 8টা সাড়ে 8টার সময় মানে মানুষ খাইয়া রেস্টুরেন্ট আস্তা খালি একটা কাস্টমারও নাই একটা ফুকও নাই telephone বাজে না. So you think I'm still under the impression easy peasy. As soon as the clock hits 11 o'clock, oh my god, mata gurai aya hamaida 11টা থেকে আস্তে right until 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning. And it's a huge contrast in the sense that আগে আমি early evening আমি যে কাস্টমার আমি সার্ভিস করছি বা দেখছি এই কাস্টমার তো at least কিছু ভদ্র আছিল বালা সুন্দর কইরা মাতিতো. As soon as the late night customers came in, that's when the abuse started. তখন তারা কিছু racial slurs, demeaning slurs ওগুলা দেওয়া শুরু করলো. And obviously from someone that's never really sort of experienced that really put my mind put me off. It's like, wow, I get paid for labor, but I don't think I get an element in my payment for abuse, for taking abuse. But that was just the first day. I mean, I have comments for you later. I'll just carry on with a bit more. Let's see now. Right. Amra Ahmed Bangladesh Hira Falakyu Nasabe. I don't know what that means. I really don't know what that means. I hope it's something good. If there's someone out there, please, tell us what that is. Translate it. Muhammad Azazbay Wassalam. Thank you for joining us, sir. It's great to have like wonderful people like yourself. Chinese way. Why do some people in restaurants reuse customers' food to sell to different customers? সুন্দর কথা কইছো, বাট আমরা খুনের সময় একটা আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ডিং আছিল যে আমরা মুসলমান যারা আছি obviously we don't like wastage. So essentially মানুষ মনে করতো জিনিসটা খাওয়া হইছে না as in not bitten into or খাসরা করা হইছে না as in contaminated with এক কারির চামচ দিয়ে আরো কারিরা লাড়া হইছে না. সো তারা মনে হচ্ছে এই মিট পালা আছে দুইয়া এটার আবার অন্য কাস্টমারটা খাওয়াই দিল. এটা আসলে একমতেই আসলে ঠিক না. এখানে গিয়া এটার পয়সা অলরেডি তো হয়ে গেছে, এটা অলরেডি ক্রয় করা হয়ে গেছে. আর এটার আপনি আবার ইউজ করতে জানে এটা আসলে কিছুটা বিবেকে বাধা দেওয়া উচিত আছে বাট অবভিয়াসলি ওখন আর কি মানে আগে আগে মাংস করছে লাগা আগে যারা ব্যবসা করছে অবভিয়াসলি দে ওয়ার লাইক মানি গ্রাবিং তারা তারা খুব হিসাবই আসলা যার কারণে তারা মনে করছে যে ইলাখান যদি 60টা খাড়ি যদি ফেরত হয় 60টা খাড়ি থেকে যদি আমি আরো একটা খাড়ি বানাইতাম পারি তো এই এক্সট্রা খাড়ি বানাইলাম আমার এক্সট্রা লাভ হইল ওখান চিন্তা হই গিয়া মেবি নট আই ডোন্ট নো আপনারা কমেন্ট দিয়ে জানাও বা ও নিচে ফোন নাম্বার আছে যদি ফোন করতে চান প্লিজ জয়েন আস লাইভ right okay Mohammed Izaz that's why some restaurants do it okay yeah Mohammed Izaz customers realized and started taking doggy bags সুন্দর কথা কইছেন ইজাজ ভাই খালি খালি এটার লাগি নাই খালি এটার লাগি রিয়েলাইজ করছে কাস্টমার যে রিয়েলাইজ করছে যে ও আমরা খালি যদি থুইয়া যাইতে ও খানিটা আবার রিসাইকেল করে অন্যজনে দেবইব এটার লাগি নাই ডগি ব্যাগ সাধারণত মানুষে চিন্তা করে যে back in the days মানুষে খারি ব্যস্ত খারি আর রাইস সহ 3 পাউন্ড আছে খারি রাইস চিপস ও নান ব্রেড 3 ফোন 3.5 ফোন করে মানুষে খারি বেচন সো আবার back in the days আমরা ওয়েজেস আসল হতো আমার পয়লা ফুল টাইম ওয়েজেস আসল 50 পাউন্ড 87 which at the time I thought it was alright like আমরা going rates আসল I think shite 65 ফোন আসল এই সময় 65 pounds average তো এই সময় 50 pound not bad খারাপ নাই as a starter happy days I was happy with it so yeah to address Mohammed Izaz question এই সময় হয়তো কাস্টমার ওখান মনে করছে যে wow খানি তুইয়া যাইতাম I could reheat that and have it later on পরে খাইতাম বার মু গরম হই দিয়া নেগি ডগি ব্যাগ আনলাই right is it because I've paid for it it's mine and ওই জন্য একটা এলিমেন্ট যে হইলা জানানি তারা কিছু রিয়েলাইজ করছে যে এই জিনিসটা আবার রিসাইকেল করা হয় হয়তো এটাও হইতে পারে বাট বেশিরভাগ আর কি মানুষ মনে করে যে ভ্যালু ফর মানি আমি যদি একটা জিনিসের পয়সা দিয়া থাকি এটারে ফলাইয়া তুই আওয়া থাকি I might as well bring it along with me Abu Isma Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum salam Abu Isma thank you for joining us আশা করি ভালো আছো আমরা লগে জয়েন করো বা কিছু রেস্টুরেন্টের এক্সপিরিয়েন্স আমরা লগে শেয়ার করো অন্য নিচে নাম্বার আছে ও নাম্বারও ফোন করতে আর join us live or you can make comments on the thread and we'll discuss it Mohammed Izaz ভাই কোম্পানির মাছ বেশ পানিত ফুললে মুক্ত yes এটাও একটা ফ্যাক্টর আছে বাট অনেকের ক্ষেত্রে I don't think এটা অ্যাপ্লাই হয় Izaz ভাই I'm joking yeah, I'm just going with the flow bro Assalamu alaikum everyone and I'll be great admin Maya Said thank you for joining us Maya ji I hope you find it entertaining and inshallah as we go along go on we're buzzing hello assalamu alaikum khair khuida
wa alaikum salam Mohammed Izaz
yes sir how are you
I'm fine
alhamdulillah kita khorda wala sunni good আমার নাম EjaySam EJ yeah ও লাহানু তো হোকা সাহেব সব আপনার রেস্টুরেন্টের এক্সপিরিয়েন্স গুলা হোকা সাহেব গুড ও ব্যাড বাট প্লিজ প্লিজ
আমি তো বেশিরভাগ নিজের রেস্টুরেন্টে কাম করছি আমি তো ওই স্টাইলে থাকতে
আচ্ছা
বেশিরভাগ আর কয়েকখানা পাড়া করছিও একবার করছিলাম ম্যানচেস্টার
আচ্ছা
আমার নিজের রেস্টুরেন্ট ইয়া কি মনোবেদন মোবাইল লোকে I completely my experience from the was a
Uh,
family-run business.
please, Izaz please remember, don't mention any names,
No,
and don't mention any business names either. Like I said, we're all a huge group of friends,
yes,
and we don't want to make enemies. We'd rather make friends.
of course, of course, of course.
Hoka, please. Sorry for
Um,
interrupting.
so it was a family-run business,
Mhm.
but some of the comments, for example, reusing the food, this kind of things were going on. The people were extremely tight when it comes to paying the salary,
Yes.
and because it was all family-run,
Yeah.
only the workers were working and the rest were just sitting around,
Yes.
really.
True.
So
True.
it wasn't a very nice atmosphere.
Mhm.
So eventually I left there, and I did work in one place in London,
Mhm.
and because I'm a bit dark like yourself,
Oh, good, good. Proud to be black.
I was about, I think, what age was I, 18 or 19? I can't remember now. I think I was around about 20.
Okay.
I'm about 40 plus now.
Mashallah, mashallah.
Um, One of the gaffers commented that he didn't like me because I was dark for his customers.
That's
I
a bit
heard that from
nasty.
another person. So that was really uncomfortable. But I worked there for a few weeks. So I knew the gaffer.
Mhm.
It was hard, lunchtime, and I'm thinking it's not even busy. They just want people to wash and clean the restaurant. What a life.
Yeah.
What a
Yeah.
life. 6 days, working lunch, get up early, do the lunch, you only have 2 hours break,
Yeah.
and those no life, I just couldn't imagine why people would do something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did several, I did some takeaways, wasn't successful. Each time I paid for a partner to get in, didn't seem to work out for me. A few times, I gave up and thought, this is not for me. So I went back to education, went back to university at the age of 35.
Mashallah, mashallah.
Yeah.
You're an inspiration. By the way, guys, just to sort of give you a good example, um, the chap on the line, Muhammad Izaz, he's a fantastic example that education, it doesn't matter how old you are, knowledge never gets old, and you're never too old to learn.
Never too old.
Yes, please, sorry, continue, sir.
No, you're right. It's never too late to study. I mean, I passed my social work degree
Mashallah.
in 2011 and changed my career. But throughout this time, I mean, in the restaurant trade,
Mhm.
a lot of the issues were like I made comment last time you were on. What annoys me the most is the competition between
Yes.
each other.
Mhm.
We as a community do not seem to have any, I don't hope for ourselves actually, because we're in the lowest price bracket, unless you got a few odd restaurants who've made it
Yeah.
out, put, the new style of presentation,
Yes.
designing of curries and,
So they've moved
made
with
of
times,
curries.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're the one who's becoming successful and going to the league of the international other restaurants.
Yes.
But the most of our, I don't know, is it our brothers or sisters or what? But they seem to be undercutting everybody constantly.
Yeah.
Now they can't even pay the VAT,
True.
can't take a salary home.
Yes.
It's completely madness.
It
They
is.
just want to work
Yeah.
for themselves.
Mm.
And I can't see any sense. And, there's no uniform, like, body.
Yeah.
There's a lot of catering bodies I've heard of, Bangladeshi catering.
Mhm.
I'm thinking, what kind of organization are they? They can't rally
Yeah. You see.
restaurants together because we
No.
If we are big, we're not going to lose out. If we have a set price for just all the traditional basic stuff,
Yes, yes.
the rice, fat,
Mm-hmm.
curry, side dish, same price,
Yeah.
we just fix the one rate. And
Mm-hmm.
anything special, the restaurant does, they can charge whatever they like.
I totally agree
Everybody
with you,
sticks
Jaz
around.
bhai. Yes, I
So
totally
that
agree with you.
benefit.
You see, আমরা মন্ডে
Mm.
মানে গত সোমবারে যে অনুষ্ঠান করছিলাম
Uh,
গত অনুষ্ঠানের মাঝে আমরা মেনু প্রাইসিং সম্বন্ধে আলাপ করছি আপনার যেটা সাজেশন দিছেন যে আমরা বেসিক কারি ফর এক্সাম্পল মিডিয়াম কারি বুনা মাদ্রাস স্ট্যান্ডার্ড কোরমা when I say স্ট্যান্ডার্ড কোরমা কুরমা দুই কিসিমের আছে একটা হইছে আমরা হোম কুক স্টাইল আর একটা হইছে যেটা আমরা কমার্শিয়ালি আমরা অ্যাভেলেবল রাখি etc etc so আমরা স্ট্যান্ডার্ড কারি যদি আমরা সেম প্রাইস রাখি ফর এক্সাম্পল থ্রু আউট গ্লাসগো গেলে 595 লন্ডন আইলে 595 ম্যানচেস্টার আইলে 595 দেন একটা স্ট্যান্ডার্ড মেনটেন থাকে যেমন আমরা সুপার মার্কেটে একটা প্রাইস থাকে বাট এই 595 আইয়া ফোর্সতে গিয়া in order for us to actually get to that 595 what those associations those আপনার যে mention হল catering association etc etc তারা নানি বুইয়া একটা বিজনেস প্ল্যান করা উচিত জেনারেল ব্যবসায়ী যারা আসুন তারা ওরাখন হওয়ার দরকার বা make something available for example a business flow chart for example income and expenditure so rather than আমরা income না দেখিয়া আমরা expenditure গুলো দেখতাম for example venue hire not venue hire I mean property rent or rates or mortgage for a business rates তারপরে হচ্ছে গিয়ে utilities and so on ওগুলা ফয়লা fill up কইরা দেখতে হইব আপনার খরচ কত যেগুলো essential তারপরে আইলাম কি আমরা next section হইল গিয়া something like our raw materials for example chicken meat veg drinks and etc etc আমরা কিগুলা লাগে
Everybody agrees. I mean, London can have a 10 or 15% increase on the standard price
yes
because of the area. It has to
the
be
increase
higher
yeah
anyway. But I don't think Mandali can do it because I tried to establish. I was invited to be part of a grocery business.
okay
Basically, I don't know why they wanted me anyway, but they wanted me, so I got to go. And I rallied up. My idea was I was going to get all the restaurant bosses involved in the business,
yes
share, holders. It's a small grocery shop, but I thought if I actually get everybody involved into the business, what we could do is just supply the restaurant. We would have buying power.
yes
Yeah, the people running the business will also have income. The restaurateurs will have a good price.
yes
And the profit. Everybody wins. But
আপনারে
partners that I have,
ono একটুকটা আমি স্টপ করে দেই I'm really sorry but this is a fantastic topic যে একটা পয়েন্ট আপনারা point out করছেন it has happened আমি আপনারা কই it has happened আমরা ম্যানচেস্টার এলাকা I think 40টা ব্যবসায় মিলিয়া ওরমভাবে একটা ক্যাশনকারি করছেন and it's not exclusive to those 40 businesses it was available for external customers as well so initial idea আছিল যে 40টা ব্যবসায় ওইও বারা সাপ্লায়ারের কাছ থেকে তারা সামানা কিনে so rather than বারা সামানা কিনা থেকে তারা 40 জনের যদি মিলিয়া 40 জনের বাজার করে they got a bigger buying power so therefore they can bargain for it so I'm just picking up like an example from the air
really good. I mean, I'm really happy to hear that actually somebody has.
yes but unfortunately it failed there was a second one close by and like I must say I was privileged to be actually a part of it not in the business side but administration side on the side of setting things up so a group of my friends who are restaurateurs they decided to follow the same model আমরা যে 40টা বিজনেসের কথা কইছিলাম ও সেম মডেল তারা ফলো হইতিয়া তারা হয়ে বড় বড় বস হলতে তারা মিললেও সেম আইডিয়া করছেন করার পরে না আমার ফ্রেন্ড একজনে আমার অ্যাপ্রোচ করলা এই সময় আমি খামু আসলাম না I just finished my council job and I thought you know what I've worked so long and so hard I'm going to take my have myself a break but sadly it never happened bichara iya amara hoira bole bhai ola ami khordam I need your help and I thought okay it sounds reasonable I can do that so my job was to set up the inventory as in tarar je mal samana bitre ar outgoing so ki mal samana gelo kun jagat gelo invoicing the customers taking customer orders processing it and putting it in one central database where stock counting or ordering it like automatically prompting or I was up to the point where I was trying to do the online accounting as well using a certain popular software I'm not mentioning it so I was setting everything up to actually work properly but আমরা বাঙালি খারবার তো আপনি বুঝরা একটা আমরা করি দেখাইয়া আর একটা করি আমরা লুকাইয়া so therefore আমরা অ্যাকাউন্ট আসল দুইটা আর দুই অ্যাকাউন্ট থাকায় কোনো সময় আমরা হিসাব মিলতো না খালি গিয়া আমরা যে খারবার আছে আমরা 1 in 1 out কোনো সময় 2 out 1 in কোনো সময় 3 out 1 in হিলাহান হইলে cash flow না এটা নেগেটিভও যায় গিয়ে and when you go into finance and obviously yourself you're a businessman you understand finance doesn't work in negatives you have a capital and any losses or like wear and tear it goes from your capital so essentially আপনার ফগটে যদি এক ফোন থাকে না আপনি এক ফোন এক ফিনি খরচ করতে পারবেন না because that's not it's not logical you can't spend it you can only spend from your £1 which is a real thing whereas a virtual you got a credit 30-day credit and it doesn't work so end of the week every Sunday আমরা বুয়া মানে weekly reconciliation করতাম bills in bills out suppliers and then cash in checks in etc হল্লা ফরে I couldn't reconciliate what the system says and what the cash in the drawer is because আমরা বই দুইটা একটা হইছে গিয়া ভাই সাহেব এই আফটার বিল খামনাই দেখাইবার দেব ওকে ঠিক আছে তোমার দুই নম্বরই কাগজ লইলাম ওগুই শিখা তোমার কাম কি দাবা বা ভাই সাহেব আমারে আর একটা বানাইয়া দিলাও 200 অর্ডার দিছি আমারে 50 বিল একটা বানাইয়া দিলাও ও যে 150 যে গড়বর এটা আমার এন্ড অফ দ্য উইক আমার অ্যাকাউন্টিং করতে গিয়া প্যারাসারা লাগি যায় because I'm not fully aware of it so ওটা করতে eventually I just said look guys this is the reality আমি এক হিসাব রাখছি মানে সহি হিসাব মানে যেটা for the taxman আর একটা হইছে কি আমরা বাঙালি হিসাব as in everything all inclusive এক নম্বরই দুই নম্বরই হল তাই মিলাইয়া but still কোনো সময় কোনো হাফতাত হিসাব মিলানো যাইতো না আর যেহেতু হিসাব মিলানো যাইতো না I had to spend more than my regular time which I wasn't very happy about because if I get paid for 20 hours I expect to work for 20 hours as a courtesy okay I'll give you a couple of hours extra but don't expect me to do 25-26 hours for the price of 20 I'm not on sale buy 20 get 26 free so otar lagi I just left and eventually that business crumbled as well because আমি তারারে pinpoint কইরা দিছি that this is where your pitfalls are ilahan যদি করো নানি eventually you'll get to a point where তোমরা যে original capital আছে এই capitalটা খাইয়া নানি it's going to go to zero and then finances simply doesn't work in negatives
but the grocery shop should have been making profit
that's the idea people do business to make profit not to break even
so the grocery shop should be making profit if they want to buy something cash they pay cash if they want to invoice they buy they take the invoice anything cash they just take cash keep it all simple and then when you add up all the cash figures
oh yeah
simple but the way that you've been explaining it too complicated
yeah well this is it you see আমরা ব্যবসার মাঝে pitfall আছে again যারা কিছু bookkeeping করছে নানি, or like looked into bookkeeping, or did a level 1 for it as an introduction, so they get an understanding of how finances work. They understand তারার একটা আন্দাজ আই হয় যে আচ্ছা আমি যদি ওরকম করি তাহলে আমি পয়সাটা লুকাইতাম পারবো, বাট আমরা নিজে আমরা গলা খাটি খেয়াল শুননি ওখন মনে করুক এক ওয়াটার স্লিপের মাঝে, লেটস সে ফর এক্সাম্পল আমি যদি একটা ব্যবসার অডিট করি, just to look at their financial records, look at their invoices and bills, and then তখন আমি straight away I'll find inconsistencies. For example, এক বিলের মাঝে দেখা যাইব যে 2 বস্তা চাউল আনা হয়েছে, ricer container was in under 500 milliliter containers, 500 C500, and for a 650 curry dish. On, for example, ricer container bishi, but আমার ইনভয়েসের তুলনায় একবার একজনে লইছুন 2 বস্তা চাউল, আর একবার যাইব মাস 2 মাস চাউল নাই, but আমার container কিন্তু আইতে আছে. So the question then arises, what do you use the containers for? ঠিক আছে নানি? When once a question comes up, then people dig in further. Okay, starter ki bad lailai good, fine, but starter ki kita diso.
One viewers at kita point, any message to me on this topic, get them involved.
Yeah, well, this is it, you see. That's beautiful. And Jackson Meawira, a lot of restaurants still do that sort of reusing. Okay, let's again, please bear in mind, let's not name and shame. Right, okay. Andra Muhammad Shazwan Meawira, salam salam, walaikum salam. Shaheen Ahmed, hello everyone, salam, walaikum salam. Jackson Meawira, another thing I've witnessed at many outlets, where they drop certain items of food by mistake, but they pick it up and put it in the pan and starts cooking, knowing it's been dirty, filthy floor. Right, itanani, that's Jackson. Yes, sometimes it do happen, but dukher ব্যাপার আসলে এটা করা উচিত নাই. Main জিনিস হইছে গিয়া, no, it's not unique. এটা তো আমরা like for example আমরা টিভির মাঝে Hell's Kitchen দেখি আমরা, I'm not Gordon Ramsay. I'm going to use Gordon Ramsay because he's a very popular guy, and he's British. So I'm going to use his example. Gordon Ramsay goes off his head, like when he sees these things. And on a show, he gets caught on camera. So এটা খালি আমরা নাই, অন্যান্য জাতীয় হলো করে. Mohammed Shazwan, don't forget the bag, 5p bags. Mohammed Shazwan, actually 5p bags only apply to people who have 1,000 or more employees. So ছোট ব্যবসা যারা আছে নানি, তারা 5p charge করে না, or they shouldn't do because it's illegal. Simadas, salam brother, walaikum salam, how are you? Nice of you to join us. I hope you're having fun. If you want to take the mick out of your brother, please do, but let's not put any names in. Feel free, feel welcome. This is your chance to get back at your brother. Jackson, mate, is that allowed? And why some chefs do that? Good question. No, it's not allowed. It's simply, if it falls on the floor, and if you're walking over it, and if there's other residues, would you eat it? That's the question I'd ask. If you eat it, give it to someone else. If you won't eat it, then definitely it's a no-no. Maya Said Huida, I'm enjoying the show. Sorry I can't share any experiences in the trade. Why not? On Monday you said that you're the chef of your kitchen and you're the queen of your castle. So what's stopping you from telling us little stories about the whoopsies in your kitchen? Feel free to enlighten us. Nanumia, assalamu alaikum. Nanu bhai, nice of you to join us. I understand that you're quite busy as well, but Fahidiz afne dekhra eta legit onek dhonyabad. Nanu bhai yedison salam to everyone, welcome salam. Maya said, I'll just watch and press the like button. You do that, my dear. But I'd really like it if you share some funny stories with us, and I'm sure all the other viewers would love it too. Simadash.
I have a story. I think I saw a jinn, one day.
Okay.
A possessed man. I
Kun-
was,
Kunano,
this was in Staffordshire.
Staffordshire. Okay.
Yeah, I was in the restaurant.
Mhm.
It was a weekend, so Friday or Saturday, the lunch was open.
All right.
And this gentleman came in. He ordered a chicken tikka masala.
Okay.
Sat down. But from the moment, he was very strange. Red. Face was quite red.
Okay.
While each time I go past him, he's got a birthday card and it's saying his birthday is 1066. Today is his birthday.
Wow.
And he was acting very, very weird. And even after he left, I went out at lunch to where the park lake was. He's sitting on the bench, still acting weird. This man was possessed, but and I believe probably he was from 1066, a jinn, or probably his age was that.
Wow. That is definitely weird. Either he was under the influence, or like he was. When you said his face and everything was a bit red, maybe sunstroke. I don't know. Dehydrated. I don't know. But he definitely chose a good choice. Chicken tikka masala is a good dish. Britain's favourite, actually.
Well, talking about jinns, talking about on the sex subject,
Mhm.
I remember at one time when I had left the trade, I had a rapping friend who didn't have transport.
Okay.
There was this restaurant in Western Tewkesbury way.
All right.
The man apparently closed his restaurant on the weekend because of related issues.
Really?
The mint, when they used to give the food,
Mm.
there was like bird shit on the food.
Wow.
Outside on the mint, there was a bird, like kind of poo kind of thing,
Yeah.
under the meat. So when they gave the meat for the bill, it just appeared underneath there. I think what freaked this owner out, he actually saw the plastic flowers, the one with the metal inside,
Yeah.
literally bent in front of him.
Wow.
I think that completely spooked him out.
Wow.
So it was
I'm getting goosebumps now.
Rather than kind, I took him down because obviously he has got a car,
Mm.
and I was interested anyway to observe. Went down and we met all the staff. Then the owner came. The restaurant was closed. It was a Friday,
Okay.
and people were calling, but they didn't answer the phone. Anyway, eventually this Iraqi did his thing to the staff.
Okay.
And it appeared to be one of the staff. I mean, in Ramadan, he wasn't fasting or anything, smoking.
All right.
So he recited the dua, and they were there sitting down, and this guy literally fell off the chair, the one who wasn't fasting or anything.
Hmm.
And they got on top of him because at that point he was like shaking, and when they held on to him, the Iraqi was obviously threatening him.
Do you know what is Azai?
Yeah.
I'm going to stop you here. Do you know what? This is actually going into the supernatural realm, and as a matter of fact, roughly about 6 months ago, when I was doing some trailers for MBS channel, me and my partner, me and Ankur, best of buddies, but bum chums, as we used to call it back in the days, but it's not politically correct these days. It means something different. But back in the days, back about 6 months ago, we were talking about a little trailer, and it was like an enticement video for people to come and join us. And in that, we also mentioned that we talked about aliens, about supernatural stuff. So let's save those stories and more stories, for another episode, and then we'll have something to talk about in the supernatural realm, and also the possibility of aliens. And you see, another good topic to talk about would be is Islam and modern science. Now again, for some of us, it's a difficult topic to talk about because some of our knowledge is quite limited.
Yeah.
But you know, again, it's an interesting topic,
I
and
have some experiences of those.
brilliant. Do you know what? Let's
Definitely,
save it. Let's save it for
tell that next time.
yeah. Let's save it for that particular themed show, and then you know what? I have to thank you for like from the bottom of my heart for being that fantastic sport and joining us this evening.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I'm really really happy that you're the first one to ring into the show. Ring into the show today, and as you probably have noticed, like I took the phone off for the past few shows because not many people want to phone in because they're shy. But I gotta congratulate you. Thank you for like being such a super sport, and stay with us,
Right.
Baisa.
Brother EJ, I'll have to go. One, I've got another call coming.
Yes.
Twice now. And the other reason is obviously I work in the morning.
All right.
I will go and I'll probably just listen while I'm sleeping anyway.
Please do that. Okay, and you take care, and thank you so much from all our viewers. Thank you for calling in, and we look forward to listening to your experiences.
Your viewers.
Welcome, salam.
Yeah.
Okay,
Brother.
okay, salam alaikum. Well, that was Mohammed Izazbai, like joined us for quite a long time, and that was fantastic because obviously you can tell he's a man of the world, been around, experienced things, some spooky things, and also given me an idea, to talk about aliens and etc., supernatural stuff, which I have a bit of experience in, weirdly. Now, a lot of my friends know I'm a bit of a weirdo, but that's probably because of my scientific background, and sometimes it's like I lose the plot. But I'm going to go back to the comments because there's loads of comments that I haven't read yet, and like slap my wrist, I need to get back on track. Simadash is saying, proud to be dark. Yup, Sima, if you're dark then I'm black, pitch black, but nice of you to stand up for the black people. Black power. May I say, one thing I have to say, restaurant trade was the bread and butter of everyone Bengali household. Yes, you're absolutely right. And we have another caller. Oh no, we missed it. Caller, whoever you were, please call back. By the time I reached for the phone, you hung up. Please call back. Yes, hello. Hello, caller. Oh no, the caller's gone again as soon as I said hello. Is it my tone of voice? Fosun laksan aniva. Oh well, we'll wait and see. So going back to the comments, Jackson Mehuida, put the phone near the mic. Ah, right, okay. That is a good thing. I hope you could hear it. On this particular phone, the microphone is a bit tinny. So I'll get a Bluetooth speaker or something that would actually give a better sound next time. Like I say, we live and learn. May I say khalagolar mala? Yes, I agree. Khalagolar mala, olala kurta wala, dile borozala re. I'm not gonna go into it anymore. Jackson Mia Huida Gita. Now that bread and butter isn't everyone's household because everyone is moving on with career. Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm that same base, so Amar base is Ereh kham khorta. They moved into various different other trades. Got to be proud and say like a couple of my friends, one's become a dentist, one's a pathologist, couple are legal eagles. Oh yeah, one's a doctor, one's a scientist, and sometimes I look back and think, wow, they made it. Where did I go wrong? Which turn did I must have walked in through the wrong door. But yeah, you're right. Who takes your hood? you know. So people move on, you know, with the times. People just move on. Right, okay, my side of the younger generation move into different career paths, but we must not forget our elders did work hard to put food on the table and support extended family too. Yes, absolutely right. Amdar, doesn't matter where we work, how much we earn. What we need to remember is that kuneya shoma amda murubiyan zarasla amda baf sasain tara onashwa tara onek sacrifice korsun. You know, নিজের sacrifice in terms of sacrifice of family. Like some of them, you know, actually had left their family back home. Ar echla tara tachson chaysun bemare chamare. You know, they had to suffer on their own. No one to care for them, no one to look after them. Balai you know, in thinking that, oh, if I spend that extra £1, that means £1 less for my family. So yeah, we shouldn't forget, you know, like the struggles that we went through. And you know, I'm talking about my kids. These days, you know, like mashallah, they're earning good money, plus they're earning, you know, they're spending good money as well. Throughout my entire body, you know, watch, clothing, shoes included, you know, you know, it's like not even close to a pair of shoes. You know, they wouldn't hesitate to go and spend £250-300 on a pair of shoes. But back in the days, that was like blasphemy. It's like, you know, but yeah, you know, we mustn't forget our roots. Jackson Meahuida, well, in this day and age, our young generation don't care about our elders' hard work. Now it's all about them. Actually, Jackson Mea, yes, to a certain point you're right, and to a certain point I would say that's something we have to blame ourselves, our parenting skills. Again, topic nani, we'll talk about that in a separate show entitled, you know, parenting styles, and how, you know, parenting has changed over the years in terms of amda maba fikilahan amda falya tulchon and amda furutara kilahan falya tulram, and how they are, you know, like parenting their children. Are generational changes as the generations, you know, go. You know, we can notice that, and we'll talk about that. That's a different topic for another day, bro. You know, hanging there. Me feel lo tak go by bichuni. To me feel lo tak lo nani kuno sintanai mamlaf ash. Just a quick one, guys. You know, I can see loads of likes coming in. Love you guys. Love you so much. Also, you know, please remember, you know, in order for us to have, you know, the maximum, you know, like viewers and so on, and for everyone else to enjoy, please share the video. Maybe tag even one friend. You know, if you're tagging one friend, that's one extra viewer. So please do that. And, you know, really appreciate your participation, because this show is about you. Right, okay, let's see. Carrying on. Muhammad Shazan, young people now don't care about enduring catering. There's no life in it. Muhammad Shazan, you're right. Like, again, you know, I'm going back to the show that we did on Monday. And from that show, we found that a lot of people are moving away from this industry simply because wages. You know, under the wages are structure as under one restaurant trade. There is no structure. It's a fit. How can I say? It's a set amount. So regardless if you're working 8 hours, 6 hours, or 12 hours, zero to me 5 or rate to 5 I'm gonna just pick a random number out there. Fasta tigi egorada. That's 6 hours business time. So essentially, but don't forget to go to you know, to pick up staff, you know, set off to work, get to work before business starts, to start prepping and so on and so forth. Timer wages to me and then 11 o'clock to me close to me cleaning, you know, put things away, kisu prep for the next day. So Gorai date say about 1 o'clock. So essentially, you're not getting paid for 6 hours. You're actually getting paid. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Even though the business time is 5 till 11, and you get a set amount, that set amount actually covers a longer time period. So it's not, just 6 hours business time and 1.5 either way. So 1.5 is 7.5 plus another 1.5. That's 9 hours. So essentially, for a 9 hour shift, you're getting a set amount, which doesn't even equate to fast one for an contract. So that's one of the reasons why the next generation are moving away from our restaurant trade, because minimum wages minimum wages 750. The 100 warehouses are okay, yeah, it's hard grafting, but once they get in, they get a break. They get into the job. A couple of hours in, they get a break. A couple of hours in, they get a break. A couple of hours in, they get a break. Even though the break is 10 minutes, you get a break at a certain given interval, and you work up to when the bell goes. When the bell goes, you just drop whatever you're doing and you just move on. Whereas under restaurant, you can't do that. যদি একটা জিনিস থাকে unfinished, you can't just leave it for safety purposes as well as practicality. You can't just leave a box of chicken lying on the floor. You have to put it away, for example. So that's extra time, and you're essentially like giving that extra time. So that's one of the reasons why people are moving away from it. May I say that yes, but not all. We must teach what we preach. I think we're happy for youngsters to have a stable life for themselves. We forget to teach them to also look out for extended family. Yes, and Mayaji, what I would suggest is that, oh, excuse me, got a big belly, need to itch it every now and then. Yeah, so let's leave that to another day, so when we can talk about parenting and parenting styles and how parenting has changed in the Bengali community, not essentially all over the world, because that's a huge topic and I don't think we can cover it in one show. So we'll just stick to our near and close people and what we've observed over the years. Jackson Miyahira, exactly what it is in this day and age. Yeah, I agree with that. Nanu Miyahira, I agree with Maya Said. Thank you. Jackson Miyahira, kita hiding bills from accounts, that is wrong though. Yes, I totally agree. But don't forget, Jackson Mia, manche লুকায়ও কারণ যদি নানি সব কিছু straight by the books করে নানি, then essentially you're doing a business to me open korbai just to pay bills and pay staff, and essentially you take nothing. So essentially you're investing 20,000 থেকে 80,000 100,000 to essentially open a business to pay other people, pay bills, pay taxes, and you don't get any return. You don't even get a wage. Plus your capital, the amount you spent is still there. So essentially, rather than like getting a wage, getting a profit plus putting some a figure on the side to recover what your original capital is, you're making nothing. So that's one of the reasons why mane bukle kisu fiddling kore. And trust me, I know, because like I say, when I did accounting for a couple of reasons. One, to understand how businesses work better, how the taxation system works, and how it's not just a negative thing. Paying taxes and like doing business by the book is beneficial as well. So yeah, you're right. Modin, Assalamu alaikum, bro. Hello, bye. I started one of the first curry websites in the UK, but could not convince the uneducated restaurant governors to come on board. Now they moan about web ordering sites, etc. For example, so and so. I'm not mentioning the names, it's not right. Personally, back in 1997, I personally built a database of 7,000 restaurants. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Modin, you and I have got a lot in common, mate. Seriously. Back in the days, you know, like when the web actually sort of started off and a lot of businesses started to lead the market in terms of having their own websites, that's when, you know, I started using front page, Microsoft front page. You know, I used to make simple websites, and I tried to encourage a lot of businesses to, you know, jump on the bandwagon. And I actually, you know, like thought that I'm going to quit my day job and actually do that full time. And sadly, you know, like you said, you know, some people are a bit narrow-minded and they don't think beyond what's in front of them. And because of that, a lot of people have missed out. And now, you know, a lot of people are joining, like you said, a lot of people are joining various different ordering companies and making their websites and web ordering apps and so on and so forth. And they're paying up to 20% commission. And I totally agree with you, because sometimes, you know, like, even though tara 20% se tara der, so out of a £10 order, they're only getting £8. £2 if I go home, ordering system, ordering company, they're going to get the £2 out of a 10 quid. So if they had done that themselves, they would have kept that extra 2 quid, and that would have been 2 quid profit. But essentially, because of the marketing that those big companies do, they're getting a little bit of exposure. But the way I think, you know, 20%, 15-20% is still a lot of money to pay, you know, just for that added few extra customers, because it's the same customers. I'd say about 50% of your regular customers actually order through those apps. So essentially, you're not making much profit, because you're actually losing, because company to the apne join khortana tawila at least 50% of the fura for shawai. I totally agree with you. Totally agree with you. Jackson, it's all fraud end of the day. Again, you know, that's something that we can talk about. It depends. It's to do with differing views, bro. Modin, they did not know what the internet was. Yes, you're right. Yes. A lot of people didn't know what the internet was about. You know, they didn't even have the foggiest idea. Because back then, you know, like the closest thing to internet was WAP that we had on our old Nokias. And even then, you know, people didn't know how to do it. You know, there were various chat groups and so on and so forth, various web-based, text-based games and so on and so forth. But a lot of people didn't know about them. But you're 100% right. And the Chinese way, come on, Maya. Okay, it's encouraging, very good. All businesses hide bills, not just Indian shops, care homes, private nurseries. The list is endless. Oh, really? So, do you have some skeletons in your closet? Mo, do you know who it is? I'm not in the restaurant business, but keep hearing all the issues about chef shortage. Is this true? And how much of a problem is it? Yes, you're right. Oh, we have a caller. Let's see who it is. Hello, Assalamu alaikum caller. Khair khuida, khuitna khuida. And Tain Raki Dison. So I'm getting harassment calls now. Get off the phone, you hooligans. Okie dokie. Moving on. To answer Modin's question, you know, we did a show on Monday about that. You know, how things started, and you know how things changed over the years, and you know, like the lack of skilled workers. You know, I did actually, you know, like sort of touch on the topic where I went to a bit of an insult. Well, we got another call. Let's see who it is. Hello, Assalamu alaikum caller. Khair khuida, khuituna khuida. Rochdale, very good. Khair khuida wa. You don't want to say your name? Alright, fair enough. Anonymous by your phone, Hurson. Go on, anonymous by.
I gave you an invite for Handesh,
Handesh and samosas for Eid. Hello? Oh dear, oh dear. We lost Mr. Handesh. Mr. Handesh, get back on the horn, mate, because you know I'd like to know more. Khali Handesh সমস্যা নেই না আর কিছু আছে দিতার লোকে. Okie dokie, let's see now. Yeah, going back to Maudin's question about the issues, yeah, we have a huge issue about skilled workers. For example, I'm the waiter who's on a food handling, safe food handling certificate. How many people, you know, actually have that knowledge about, you know, hospitality, going into the kitchen. I'm the chef for Holter when I কতজনের মানে ফুড হ্যান্ডলিং কোয়ালিফিকেশন আছে বা আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ডিং আছে আর খালি এটা নাই কতজনে কয়জন শেফের এই একটা নলেজ আছে যে মশলা যে আমরা ব্যবহার করি মনে করে আমরা বাঙালি তার মাঝে we got another call. Let's see who it is. Hello, আসসালামু আলাইকুম, খেয়া হইরা হইতো না হইরা? Yes, I'm fantastic. I was actually talking about you. Yeah. Thank you. So, yeah. So, I'm EjaySam.
Sorry?
I'm EjaySam.
Oh, EjaySam, okay.
Yeah, you're actually live on air.
Oh, right, okay, there's a lag, okay, there's a time lag, so I can't...
Yeah, there's a bit of a time lag, you know, just in case someone decides to, you know, like, say something obscene, so it gives me a chance to, you know, delete that.
Sorry,
yeah. Walaikum salam. Viewers, we've got Modin live on the show. So Modin was, you know, he actually made a comment about, you know, the lack of skills and chef shortages, and I was actually sort of, you know, just sort of touching up on that issue about, you know, the skills and so on and so forth. So Modin's come on live and we're talking to Modin. Welcome, Mohammedin.
I thought it's about the time I ought to ring you actually, because I've been messaging you a lot.
Yes.
And it's funny because I'm watching you live, and I don't see you talking to me on the phone, so it's a bit funny. Okay, no, so I just wanted to understand, because I keep hearing people. I'm not in the business, and well, I've got a lot of friends in the business, obviously.
Yeah.
It's an industry that I'm familiar with, because I've always had it. And just going back to what people were saying earlier about it was a backbone of our community.
It was, yes.
All the stuff that you see on My Barry and, you know, all the nice,
Yes.
you know, bashers and, you know, multi-story buildings were built on the back of the restaurant industry.
It is, yeah. Mostly restaurant industry plus some cotton mill. Let's not forget the cotton mill.
In those days, I think, back in those days, you know, people bought, you know, built places to live. It was more sort of
work related.
Mundane affairs. This is just more sort of, you know, people didn't. So our community never intended to stay in this country. They came for work. They were also going to go back.
Yeah.
So, you know, I used to live not far from where you are. So, you know,
right.
I know the mill towns and stuff.
Yes.
And Oldham and places like that. So I understand Halifax and places like that. So, people came and my uncle, my parents, they came and worked in those places. And my dad, he was here in the 1940s.
Mashallah.
In the time of war and that.
Yeah,
so,
one of the first settlers.
Yeah, I mean, they came, but they all went back. They never intended to, you know, even in the 70s.
Yeah.
So as recently as 70s, people didn't want to, people were talking about not staying here, and they foresaw, I tell you this, a lot of our elders foresaw what's happening in this country now with Muslims, about Islamophobia
Yes.
and that's why they never settled, because if you look at the other communities, like the Indians, the Hindus, even Pakistani communities, they didn't, you know, buy a lot of properties initially.
Yeah, true.
And to settle down here, they never had, you know, the Muslim community in general never had the intention of staying in this country.
That's
and
right.
They always wanted to go back.
Yeah.
So that's why they invested in, you know, built a house and bought land back in Bangladesh, and especially in Sylhet, obviously.
Yeah.
Rather than invest here. So that's why we're a bit behind. But we should never be ungrateful or not, you know, look down on achievement of our
Absolutely.
elders and our
Absolutely.
predecessors, because
Much
they,
respect.
basically what we are today is because of them. Because we're standing on, as I said, we're standing on giants and on the shoulders of giants. Yeah, they were
Yes.
our giants. So we should
Yes.
never talk down.
Yeah.
And even people who work in the restaurant industry, they sustain, they employ a lot of people. What were our people going to do if they didn't have the Indian restaurant industry?
Exactly.
They actually created the whole industry.
They have, yeah. A microeconomy, yeah.
We should, and I even thought about actually setting up some sort of, I spoke to some friends 3 years ago, but so it's setting up some sort of website just to recognise or some sort of, so that we don't lose, a lot of the people are passed over, so we don't lose, the track or the historical sort of evidence of what they did, and as you said just now, their life was hard. Because even I saw people sharing beds, in London.
Yeah.
Like when I moved to London from, up north.
Yeah.
And I saw people even in London, they used to work shifts and they used to share the same bed. One used to go.
Yeah.
In my time, I saw it. So it's not that far. It's not.
Yeah.
And they did that before in the 60s, 50s. They were doing that, all single men.
Yeah. True.
But apart from that, I just wanted to basically talk about the situation in the restaurant industry. To do with the chefs or shortages and that, because that industry is dying now.
It is. Like I was saying a moment ago, essentially what it is, it's more to do with, some people, have two types of understanding. One is something that involves logic, as in a bit of. I'm not trying to be, like insulting towards anyone, and if anyone takes offence, please forgive me. It's unintentional, but what I'm trying to say is I class those type of people in two sections. One that has some logic, and the others, as in monkey see, monkey do. And essentially, what I mean by that is, when I say when someone sort of uses logic, is that when the chef warms the oil, he doesn't use a thermometer to check the oil temperature if it's reached the optimum,
So my observation on that is, if you think about it, the way the restaurant is structured normally, the most incapable person, and that's not to demean anyone or to put that anyone, it just happens to be the case, is a chef basically. Okay, so what do you do? If you think about it, how does someone become a chef in your restaurant? Purely by accident, purely by the fact that they are not good enough to do any other work.
Right. Just to sort of answer your question here, from what I've seen so far, usually, if someone's a chef and that chef happens to be the boss, then you've got no chance, mate, of getting promoted. You'll always be the second chef, as in someone who does side dishes or finish the simmering of the curry that the chef has passed on down to you. So once the curry has finished simmering, you're the one who actually plates up, if you will, or dish up. So you never get. Sorry, you were saying.
And other things, there's no innovation, because you have people who start as kitchen porters, then become, this is from my understanding, so then they become, and I did, I left school, the jobs in restaurant used to be plenty. And when I left school, I went for a job. Unfortunately, I didn't get the job. Now I went to college, because the pressure was to get a job. As soon as you left school, the pressure was to get a job. Because my dad, and people like that used to say, look, your neighbour, like I've read out, where he's earning 200 quid a day. 200 quid a week. He's working 80 hours a week and earning 200 pounds a week. And he's building up, a dollar in Bari. What are you doing? What do you want to go to college for and stuff like that? So persevered. I worked in factories. I went to. I used to leave school and then go to work in a factory for 6 till 10 o'clock, then walk back home. And in those days, there was in London racism. Horrendous. It couldn't even work. People now come here recently don't realise how bad it was.
They haven't got the foggiest idea.
They haven't. They talk on the phone and on the bus and that. We couldn't speak English.
Dora ya school was Aitona.
No, there's a school
Yeah, I got stabbed. I got stabbed for 10 pence. Would you believe it?
They used to stand outside school, and there's a stepping green school. I didn't go to my brother's and anyway, there's a stepping green school here. The family people used to stand outside to beat up Asian kids.
Yeah.
They used to stand outside the school. But we couldn't go in a brick lane. We couldn't go to the other end of brick lane.
I know. Yeah.
After dark.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I was there, mate. I was there. I literally was living in Bethnal Green area.
Well, you know, Bethnal Green. I used to work there after school at Red Church Street. Yeah. And imagine that I used to walk with 2 miles there.
Yeah.
I used to finish at 10 o'clock. It used to be scary. You know,
Oh,
like
yeah.
a 14-year-old. You know, that
Yeah.
time. Anyway, so the pressure was for us to go into restaurant and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I didn't get a job. I went for a job. I wasn't good enough. I didn't get a job, and that's why I went back to college and studied. And anyway, but the thing is that in restaurant trade, I noticed that a lot of people who chef, for instance, they obviously chefs are the ones that I mean, now obviously it's probably changed. You know, they're more educated chefs. Like you've got that Tommy Beer and Amali and stuff like that. Are more celebs in the restaurant industry, but you know, and there's other chefs that have been, you know. But if you think about it, we own the industry, but you know, we don't get recognised. So our businessmen, they never had the confidence to say this is Bangladeshi food. They invented the whole industry.
They did, yeah.
And even like people like Tommy Meow, I mean, just saying some names. I'm not singling anyone out. They recognise names, the brands, but they still haven't got the confidence to say this is Bangladeshi food. These are Bangladeshi in restaurants. Yeah. The only person that used to say that, and I've given credit for it, I know a person who's Salih in Brick Lane. He's always used to say this is Bangladeshi restaurant. Yeah.
Yep.
And they never had the confidence. So, and that's one of the problems. Because you had people in these industries, they were running these restaurants as an alternative.
Yes.
So they never looked at it as a business. They never looked at it as a, you know, it was something that they had to. Therefore, you know, there was nothing else to do. They're looking at it as but I mean, at least wages to pay, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Or I'll have to work for someone else. So I'll have to own my own restaurant, you know, for my own business. It was in no long-term plan, no strategy, nothing. But the people who made money out of Indian restaurants are like who are not Bangladeshis.
Yeah.
You look at it, the beer company.
Yeah. Let's not name the company. I know which one you're on about.
No, that's why I didn't say name them. Name them. So the beer companies, the suppliers, the spice suppliers.
Yes.
Just think about it. We had at some point 12,000 restaurants. I had 7,000 on my list.
Yeah.
There's 12,000 restaurants in India, and they're saturated. Yeah.
Yep.
If you go to any great, if one restaurant does well, we have 10 open next to it. Yeah.
Yep. True.
Okay. So that's one of the problems. There's too many restaurants. So if you have too many restaurants, there's too much competition. Yeah.
Right.
So that was one of the problems. Okay. And we never had any quality. So when you say that you know that I've been done, I mean like you know why? Because there was too many of them. There's too much competition. So they never could raise the quality.
Yes.
And if you look at it, if you go to any other cuisine in London, you have to pay £20, £30 for a dish.
Yes.
Yeah. You go to Indian restaurant, right? You can't, you know, they're still £8-9.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So they never managed to raise the quality
and the price.
Because there's too many, quantity was too much. There's too many restaurants.
That's it. That's exactly what we talked about on Monday's show.
Sorry, I missed the show.
No, that's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's just like, you know, like.
So coming back to what, you know, the problem now. So there's this shortage of restaurants are closing.
Yeah.
I think they're closing because they can't do competition. Turkish food has taken off. Vietnamese and all these other cuisines have come along, right?
Yeah.
And they're doing really well. So if you go to Kingston Road, there's about 30 or 40 Vietnamese restaurants.
Yeah.
And now people are eating more and more outside now, but
they are.
They're going to different types of restaurants.
It's now because, you know, like, isn't it? Let's say, for example, you know, like when we were young, I'm that generation. You see, they're the generation who are a bridge between Amdar Bafsa Sain and, you know, our kids, so to speak, because Amdar attitude, but the way my generation is, I'm not sure, how old you are, and I don't want you to tell me, but I'm saying,
I'm younger than you.
yeah. Well, thank you for making me feel old.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. So essentially,
If you can remember that cinema. So what do you say, mate?
yeah. So I was saying, like I say, my generation is a bridge between the new generation and the old. We're like the interim generation, if you will.
Yeah.
And when I say interim generation, আমরা যে older generations আর আমরা বাচ্চা সাইন্টের generation তারা আসলা more Bangladesh focused, as in আমরা দেশ ওজন আপনার আগে হই না যে তারার ফোকাস আছে দেশও বাড়ি করতাম খালি এখানে আমরা সেটেল হইবা লাগি আইছি না এখানে আইছি তোরা কিছু পয়সা লইয়া জায়গা জমিন করলাম আমরা বাই বাতিজারে লইয়া আরামসে খাইলাম আগে কষ্ট করে খাইতাম যদি জায়গা জমিন আরো লই খালি they were farmers. And that's what they knew. And, having more land meant more luxury, as in more crop, more they can set aside for, small luxuries. আমরা Bangalis আসলে হইতাম যে we're quite satisfied actually with what we have, if we actually look at it, because আমরা অনেক গরিব মানুষ আছেন, they're just happy, generally I'm a keen admirer, a keen admirer of my environment. I tend to sort of, take a step back and look and observe and look, basically see how people react. And I've personally focused, seeing people, they have almost nothing, yet they are laughing more than we are. Because even though, even though they have stresses about, oh my god, সামনে রক্ত আমি খাইব কিতা, আমি যদি মরি তে আমার ফুরুতাই কিতা করব, things that some of us still think, but for them in their circumstances.
That's what I'm saying. It's all relative, though. We're used to a higher standard of living and that. So I guess that's what the mindset. I guess it's what the mindset. So when I was growing up near a place like Bradford and that, so সারা টাউনের মাঝে এক গাড়ি আছে না, সারা বাঙালি অটো ফ্যামিলির মাঝে একটা গাড়ি আছে না, হলো না, কেউ ড্রাইভিং জানতো না। এবং ঘুরে ঘুরে people are thinking about what second car should I get, what third house should I get. They're thinking about wasn't holiday gets sorry.
True.
The 80s. Even in the 80s, 90s, wasn't holiday gets on, everyone goes on holidays a year and and this is all because I guess তারা holidays যেগুলো তারা বাংলাদেশে বাইরে খাওয়াইতো, বাইরে বিয়া দিত, বইকে বিয়া দিত, জায়গা পাইতে দিছে বলিয়া দিও জায়গা দিত, বুঝছেন? So we can't blame them for that. That was a different generation. But আমরা also এখন হচ্ছে situation হইছে the Indian industry, even if it's not, our kids are doing well. I mean, mashallah, in different, towns and cities and, areas. But it's it's an industry that we people created, and it's just dying. But I think look at this, look at the situation. You go, these delivery companies that just sprung from nowhere.
They have, yeah.
So I had this idea about 20, I had this idea about, say, 15 years ago. I'm idea you over there. Those suppliers in Indian industry, the restaurant industry, so I think a lot about it in restaurant industry, so those suppliers, or military company, they're looking at company, Pakistani company. So imagine how much rice Bangladesh in restaurants use.
Wow.
Imagine how much spices they use or Bangladesh restaurants use. So সারা উত্তর রেস্টুরেন্টের মাঝে 10,000 রেস্টুরেন্টের মাঝে they couldn't get together to become create some sort of consortium or something, to buy wholesale prices and they distribute amongst members. So you got
people have tried.
Trading associations.
Earlier on, like someone raised a similar question, and I explained that I'm not going to say I was proud of, to be a part of, but I'd say this, that in our northwest, 40 businesses did come together to do something similar, and after they failed, another group of people, a few friends of mine, also got together and they tried as well, and their shortcomings were that some of the links in the chain were weak, and for that reason they couldn't sustain it. But like you said, it's a fantastic idea, and it would have saved a lot of money, and it would have streamlined a lot of services, you know, if people had come together.
You can do that now. I think given the technology, you know, apps and all that. Look, you can set up a business now without having an infrastructure, any you know, buildings. You know, look at the delivery companies.
Yeah.
And so, if you think about it, so you know, what is the problem with so we've got all these, like, you know, the problem is about maximizing unity now. You know, when three brothers get together, you know, they become two parties, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
And so, like you say, they don't think about long-term,
Absolutely, absolutely.
And the leadership, like, might forget what he's saying.
Yeah.
So that's one of the biggest issues.
It's a weakness. It's a weakness, yeah.
So, you know, we've got these, if you go anywhere, without blaming anyone or naming anyone, if you have like, in the Bangladesh Chamber of Commerce, you've got two of them.
Yeah.
You've got Bangladesh Welfare Association, you've got two of them. You got your, any organisation, I mean, we had 30 youth organisations in Tower Hamlets, yeah, in the 80s, yeah. There's always like two parties in every youth club. There's two
Fantastic
groups, or
example.
three groups.
Yeah.
You go to any mosque,
Yes, yes. Oh, and that unity now. Yes, you hit the nail on the head. Spot on. Unity, if we had that unity, you know, we could have gone places. We could have, you know, someone like yourself, you know, who actually thinks far more deeper than the surface. You're like a catalyst, you know. The chemicals are around us, and we just need the catalyst to spark the fire. Do you get it? And ultimately, people like yourselves need, you know, like similar-minded people who are open to accept logic. You know, আমরা যদি say 10-12 জন এক রুমে বইয়া ও same মাতিয়ারি আমরা, you know, basically say to the other guys that দেখো তুমি তাই এই জিনিসটা তোমরা কোনো সময় কনসিডার করছো না, but hear us out, and at the end of our explanation, see if it makes sense. If it makes sense, let's get together. If it doesn't, the door's open, you know, like, help yourself. Do you get it? I totally agree with you.
I'm just thinking about the chef problem as well. I'm just thinking, chef, I'm just thinking logistically.
I say, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 10-12টা দেখে 10-12টা রেস্টুরেন্ট ফার্স্ট 10 রেস্টুরেন্টে 10 জন শেফ না হয় না?
Yes. Yeah.
So আমরা যদি এক হইয়া না এখন এরিয়াতে এক হইয়া they do they share chefs. South Africa, you know, very few South Africa তারা বুঝে the different tastes, and most of them use paste and all that stuff anyway nowadays.
Yeah, they do,
you know,
yeah.
Authentic cooking home, isn't it?
Yeah.
So then, you know, using these apps and things like that, so that's available now, isn't it? You know, there must be new, you know, they must come up with a new model, isn't it? Because restaurants are, well, every corner there is a restaurant.
There is. Yeah.
Not everyone,
Oversaturated.
Every busy all the time, isn't it?
Yeah.
So rather than have and I've been thinking about this for a while, rather than have, like, you know, each restaurant has a chef, yeah? They have a group of chefs that are available to each restaurant.
Yeah.
And then they share that resource amongst the restaurants. So each town maybe.
You see, there's another business model that you know, like, I've observed in terms of logistics, if you will. You know, in terms of the way of running things, and, you know, to kind of keep it nice and simple. আমরা বাংলাদেশও তো obviously বাংলাদেশে গেছুন নাইগিতা, right? So yeah, বাংলাদেশে গেছুন হয়তো সিলেট, হবিগঞ্জ, মৌলভীবাজার, ঢাকা, ব্রাহ্মণবাড়িয়া, etc. মানে different town হলতে গেছুন. So, you know, once you're actually out on the road, you know, there must have been, a few moments where you had to stop for refueling, not the car but yourself, as in khaybar lagi. Yeah, so you tend to go to a recommended hotel. Yeah, so let's say, right, you went to, I'm just going to make a name up.
I'm just looking at I'm looking at your messages, and if people wanted to call you, I think so.
Yeah.
I'm hugging the
Yeah.
line.
Yeah, but I mean, if there's any other point that you want to make, you can make that, and then.
I'm just saying that we should think about new models, new ways of working. I mean, if Uber can run a taxi service in Dhaka where people can't even move around,
Yeah. Then the possibilities are endless.
Exactly. So the chef crisis is not unsurmountable. You can overcome that.
Yeah.
Just need a different model, different ways of thinking.
All right. Okay.
So anyway, I'm picking up too much of your time.
That's fine. Thank you, Modin, for calling, and inshallah, join us in future programs where we'll have various different colourful subjects. Thank you again, Modin.
Say hello to him, goodbye.
Yes, I will do. Yeah. He's back from holiday. Yeah. Okay. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Viewers, that was Modin. He was chatting about quite a couple of valid issues that we have in the catering industry. So I'm going to quickly, jump onto the comments wagon. I'm the Chinese way of EJ. Can you remember when you and me worked in this particular restaurant in Rochdale, and one of the customers asked for water, and the boss said, "Bring this lady some funny." Oh dear, the look on that customer's face. Yeah, I totally remember. I actually remember that, and I still giggle about that, on mind daily. Oh dear, those were the days, man. Those were the days. It's like Ada Bangla, Ada English, Ada Banglish, Those were the days. And on my side, she's put thingy, no here, see no evil, hear no evil, see no evil, hear no evil with the monkeys. Fair enough. Jackson, yeah. He's having a laugh. Good lad. My side, Chinese boy, can you write your name in English, please, so I can tag you in comments. There you go, Chinese boy. That way we get to know who you are, because no matter how many hints you're giving me over the weeks, I still can't figure out who you are. Going back 20 years. Oh my goodness, I can't even remember what I ate yesterday, never mind 20 years. My side, EJ, I have a catchy phrase for you. EJ's my name, curry's the game. Go on. If only I was in the curry business. EJ's the name, curry's my game. Nice one. My side, it's okay, we like weird. Thank you. It's nice to know that I'm not the only weird current in the basket. Oh, do you know what? I'm into paranoid stuff. Good. It should be an interesting program when I'm discussing paranoid stuff. Fantastic. Right. Okay. Right. I can't write Chinese. My side, loving the expressions you're using, EJ. Thank you. They're factory presets. Oh dear, mum, lavash. Jackson, I'm also in the field, lol. Balada bai. Tumi fieldo tacho, kalagia tumi fieldo tachlanani. I'm yet to shower shwai. Always super duper. Let's see, Maya. Oh, Maya side, I'm your fielding varatasi. Good for you. That means I'm building a strong team on. My mate Masudra Chaudhary. Assalamu alaikum, Masud. Balani rabait mi dekhraini onustan. Very good. Hi Sam. Hello back to you. Moment says there is no social life. Yes, you're right. Sometimes I'm a restaurant social life night. We live a life of vampires. However, restaurant for too easy, and in the daytime we hardly have any time. Now that it's winter, we go to sleep when it's dark, we wake up when it's dark. Proper. We might as well have fangs. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, okay. My side is agreeing. Yes, excellent topic, parenting. I hope you would be joining us on that particular show. Jackson Meow warehouse is 765 per hour. Wow. It's not 750, 765. Ara fondo vini bolon ba. Shabash. And he's doing shifts from 6:30 till 6:30 p.m. and you get two 15-minute intervals on 1:30. You know, at least you get a break. Whereas busy restaurant, you're constantly on the trot. Constantly on the trot. Mohammed Izazbaya, huida a big companies of rate tax. Yes, itato amda holuzani. You know, there's been a huge hoo-ha on TV about certain foreign companies who are paying peanuts really, whereas they're making billions out of us Brits. Oh dear, oh dear. I say in warehouse they don't feed you bat salon. No chef by to make you dishes high. That's a good slogan as well. No chef by to make you dishes high. Bah, kya slogan hai yaar. Modine, he's having a hot dog, very good. Chinese way with a restaurant life, they even pick you up for work and feed you. Fetubuk lagi kisa anu hani. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh man. Right. Let's see. Thank you for joining us. Let's see, Modine. They told me they didn't even have fax machines in the restaurants. Forget about internet. Yeah, true, true. Fax machine are they going to fax the order? Yeah. Let's see. Majority of the restaurant staff have disappeared into taxis, seeking better wages, more of a social life. Yes, Chinese may observation is correct. Amal loge zara zara kham korta. Whether they're senior or junior to me, yes, most of them have actually joined the taxis. Chinese way of it, can't you get two calls at once? Try to call you just now. Sadly, no. I've got a cheap Charlie phone, I'm afraid, and I can't handle two calls at the same time. And besides, even if I did have two calls, you know, because the speaker is tinny, I need to get hold of a decent speaker so that, you know, like you can, you know, have conference calls as well as, you know, like everyone else can hear you clearly, so, you know, they get to enjoy it as well. But that's in the pipeline. Do bust us there. Yeah. You might not understand Chinese though. I say if we call after Modine's finished. Chinese way over here he might not answer. Understand Chinese. No worries. We've got Google Translator. You speak into Google Translator. Press the sound button, the microphone, the speaker button, and you'll translate into English. Simples. Oh dear. Right. Let's see. Correction, multilingual. Yes, yes. May I say that I'm complimented on my linguistic skills. Why, thank you very much, mademoiselle. Ite kita Chinese way tabu hoi lejue wodi. Ite ambuzin Arabo. Ite Chinese ambuzina. Ite kita dua dera na gali dera wa. Koesali, it's not true. If they're good, tell them to work with me. We are short of good chefs in Rochdale. Oh, koesali bai balanira bai bo dine tomar khobor failam kita khoru rois hai. How's business? Haven't seen you in ages. As a matter of fact, it's been so long, I forgot what you look like. Get in touch, bro, sometime. Or better still, if you still got the restaurant in the same place, I'll come and see you. Let's see, what else have we got? Chinese Way of Huida, good night peeps, I've got work in the morning. Good night Chinese Way, thank you for joining us, and you know, I hope you had a good time, good laugh, and sorry you couldn't get through. Obviously, you know, like first come first served. If you snooze, you lose. It's a fact of life, mate. Next time, have your trigger finger ready. Press that button, send. Rocky Ahmed, hey, how are you, bro? Yes, I'm good. I'm good. How are you? Jackson, mate, it's almost 12 midnight. Got to be up for 5 a.m. for work. Yes, you're absolutely right. It is nearly 12 o'clock, and thank you, bro, for joining us this evening. And obviously, fast as my khamos gumao. And if needs be, if you want to see how the show ends, by all means, once the live video is finished, you can always go back and watch it. And I have to say that Amar Bhai Jackson, yeah, he's become MBS's unofficial uh, correspondent. He's replying back to comments. And mashallah, good lad. He's on it. He feel do ase. Good, good. Right, okay. I think right. It should be like English restaurants. Mohammed Shazana, I think the restaurant hours should be like English restaurant hours. It's a difficult one to say, bro, because the way it is it's all down to it's all down to demand. On to the customer after customer to the dosta 11টা 12টা পর্যন্ত আয়, and is paying, then from a businessman's point of view is if customers are giving us the money, then why close the door? On the other hand, we have to weigh up the pros and cons. And ortasında was yes, okay, I totally understand where this is, but what we need to weigh up is it worth us sort of leaving the business open for what the money comes in, what money we make within that extra time. And on the other hand, we've got to think about আমরা লাভ হইল না ক্ষতি হইল. For example, normally if a business is open late, you tend to get some trouble, even if someone breaks your shop window. Even if someone breaks your shop window, that's going to cost you a lot of money to replace. Not to forget, the inconvenience of you having to be there to facilitate, be there for the repairman. But at the same time, if it's a shop front window, you have to be there all night. Otherwise, people will just walk in and just think it's an open garage sale or something, help themselves to a fryer. It's like, hey, yeah, I fancy a doner kebab machine, I'll have that. So you gotta look at, you gotta look at on the side where, where your business is, normally, working class, reasonable people, they don't tend to sort of eat after 10. So 10 o'clock, closing early at 10, in my opinion, is a good time, because you very rarely get someone who's irate, drunk around that time. You tend to get people, that sort of people after kind of 11 o'clock, they've overdone it and so on and so forth. So it's down to the individual business to actually weigh up the pros and cons, thinking, is it worth me taking an extra £50 and having a fight kick off in my restaurant, breaking plates, tables, chairs, windows, etc., etc. How long is that going to take for me to recoup in sales? Does it actually get me to fall back? Is it beneficial? That's for the business owner to actually sort of weigh up. But I totally agree with you. I totally agree with what you said. Mohammed Shazana, there's no social life, and I totally agree with you. Even though you said that before, thanks for repeating it, and I totally agree with you, which means you double agree with there's no social life, and I totally agree with you. Sometimes if you're working late, it's very difficult. You don't have time for family, especially watching kids grow up. you know, sometimes I have regrets. I'll be honest with you. I have regrets in terms of, you know, working in that trade. Not because of the trade itself, but the timing. I missed the pleasure. I missed the pleasures of watching my kids grow up, because during the day I used to work in an office. In the evening I used to work in restaurants. So, you know, I never got to see my kids during the day. Never. The only time I used to see my kids is like when they're fast asleep, or on my day off. You know, so that's something that, you know, like it's a sacrifice in one sense. You know, to try and make a better living. But for some people, you know, like even if they're doing one job, it's still very difficult, you know, to give time, because some jobs are so demanding, so energy draining, that you know, you don't really have that much energy left. So once you come from work, wind down, have something to eat, go to bed. By the time you wake up, you only have a couple of hours left before work, and you know, by that time the kids are, you know, if you have infants, then it's fine. You know, you get to spend at least a couple of hours with your children. If they're school going aged kids, then obviously you miss them in the morning, unless you drop them off. You miss them in the morning, and you very rarely get to see them when they come back from school. So yeah, I totally agree with you. You know, in terms of social life, it's a very difficult one. Oh my God, Jackson, I'm not sleeping till the show ends. Hortal. Narabai, get some sleep. Don't be a rebel now. Get some sleep. If you're up at 5 o'clock, you only got 5 hours, mate. You know, so get some kips. And I'm gonna finish the show anyway early, because I'm feeling a bit hungry now. Thinking about all the food that, you know, like a restaurant serves. Like, My side saying most restaurants only open for evening trade and close at 11-12 o'clock. Yes, they do. There are some businesses that open 11 o'clock in the day, so it's an all day thing, like 12, 14 hours. And we're not places I know are actually open, you know, 12, 14 hours minimum. You know, some of the guys, you know, they actually take time off. You know, they open up, prep, and then, you know, like sort of vanish for a few hours in the afternoon, and then come back and, you know, finish right till the end. So yeah. I mean, some hours do vary. In one sense, it's a good thing. It you know, some days, you know, I might fancy a kabedi or something, or, you know, maybe a Deshi style curry with roti or whatever, and, you know, the missus doesn't feel like, or you feel sorry for the missus, thinking, oh, I might as well go and get some roti from outside. It's convenience. You know, if they had opened at 5 o'clock, I'd be starving, my tummy would be rumbling. Thank you, God, for them to have it in their head to cater for poor sods like me. Oh dear. It's like if you have an emergency at home, you need to be there. That's true. It's the same thing applies when you're doing an office job, bro. Regardless whether it's night or day, you know, emergencies can happen, accidents can happen anytime, and that's the reason why it's called an accident, because it has no certain time. It could